this how-to video. In this video, we're going to talk about how to remove and replace the front and rear hub bearings on the Team Associated SC10 four-wheel drive short course truck. We're going to use 5 basic tools: needle nose pliers, a 2 and 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench, a small flathead screwdriver, and this tool that came supplied with the kit. First thing is, we're going to take our 2 millimeter Allen wrench and unscrew the 2 screws that hold the hub to the A-arm. Once we get the screw out, then we're going to take our needle nose pliers and actually pry the steering camber link and also the other turnbuckle. Once we have those both off, then our hub should fall straight off of our A-arm. Then we're going to take our small flathead screwdriver and actually pop our hex off. Then we're going to take our drive pin out. Once we have our drive pin, our hub and CVD should come apart. Then we are going to take our small flathead screwdriver again and gently pry out our stock bearings that was included with the kit. Once we have both of those bearings out, we're going to replace those bearings with high quality stainless steel bearings from Boca bearings. We're going to put our first one in. You should hear it snap. Once you hear the snap, we are going to take our CVD. Also want to make sure it's this small thin washer that you put on your CVD first. It is called the washer, axle washer. Then we're going to put our other stainless steel bearing, then our crush tube. This is what it should look like when it's done. Then we're going to take that, all those pieces, and insert it back into our hub. You should then hear another snap. Make sure you have nice free movement, nothing sticking, so you know everything is inserted properly. The next thing we're going to do is actually take our drive pin and insert it into the CVD axle. Then our hub, we're basically repeating the same steps we used to take the CVD out of the hub. Hear another snap. There we go. It's in there. Then we're going to take our 2 screws that we used to remove the hub from the A-arm, and we're going to reattach it. Get it in here. It takes a little bit of maneuvering. As we get it in, we're going to take our screw and pre-thread it to get the screw started. And take our 2 millimeter wrench again and actually start screwing the screws in. Once we have the screw in, we're going to take our needle nose pliers again and actually pop our camber link and steering link back on to the hub. Hear a nice snap. I'm going to do the same thing for our steering. Once we have that on, we're going to move on to our rear hub. The thing that we're going to do with our rear hub, we're going to take our 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench and our hex key that was included with the kit. We're going to start unscrewing. There's a lock nut on the other side of this screw that holds the hub to the A-arm. You should be able to feel when the screw has no threads left on the lock nut. There we go. And you can remove. The lock nut's pretty small. Also, another key feature to notice is there's a very small thin washer that is right there on the screw that holds the hub on. You're going to make sure you don't lose that and put that in a safe place, so you remember to put that back on. Then we're going to push our screw out. Once we get our screw out, we're going to set that also to the side. Then to pop our turnbuckle off, we're going to take our needle nose pliers again and actually, there we go. We're actually going to take it and pop it off. Once we have it, we're going to take our flathead screwdriver again, pry up on the hex. Our drive pin already fell out. Now we should have our hub and CVD in 2 separate pieces. Also make sure you don't lose this crush tube in here. There's what is silver, that's what it looks like. We're going to set that to the side. And we're going to take our flathead screwdriver again and remove the stock bearings. Here's the first one. The second one's a little bit harder to get out. I'm going to actually just pry. There it is. That's what the stock bearings look like. Then we're going to replace these with a high quality ceramic hybrid bearing from Boca Bearings again. Snap that one in. As we hear it snap, we're going to take our other stainless steel bearing, insert it, take our CVD, put it back into our hub. Make sure you have nice free motion again. Take our drive pin. We're going to put our drive pin in along with our hex. Once we have our hex in, you should hear another snap. Once it snaps in, drive pin fell out. You should hear a snap. Get it in. There we go. Free motion. Everything's inserted properly. Then we're going to take our screw. There's also 2 little washers that go in between the front, the rear A-arm, and the hub. So we're going to start our screw, then take our washer, then put our end of our CVD in our out drive. Flip this around and start this. A little bit tricky sometimes to get it in. Get everything inserted properly. Push that through. Wiggle it. There we go. And we have our lock nut in our other washer that we're going to put on here. Put this one on. And pre-thread our lock nut. Then take our tool again and our 2.5mm Allen wrench and start tightening. Once we get it tight, you want to make sure it's not binding. Make sure you have nice free movement. Then we're going to take our turnbuckle again and take our needle nose pliers and pop that back on the ball stud that is on the hub. There we go. A bit tricky sometimes. There we go. And that's how you replace the front and rear hub bearings on the Team Associated SC10 4-wheel drive short course truck. And if you would like to upgrade your stock bearings with these high quality bearings, you can go to www.bocabearings.com. Thanks for looking.